Tabby, how can I help you?
Is this...
Uh-huh.
I'd like to speak to a manager, please.
Manager, how can I help you?
Are you the manager?
Uh-huh.
Sir, I was in your restaurant the other day, sir, and let me tell you something. I was very displeased with my service. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, good. Now, I was in there, and I asked the waitress lady. You know what? I have her name written down on a piece of paper. I wrote it on a Post-it. Now, I was in there, and I asked her for more water, and I'd like some more syrup on my pancakes. And she told me, shush. Now, I think she was joking, but to be honest, I think it's because I'm gay.
Oh, ma'am, I don't know.
Ma'am? Excuse me, this is a sir.
Okay, what's her name? You have it written down, you said?
Her name?
Uh-huh.
I could come in and point her out to you if you'd like. But the point is, sir, I think it's because I'm gay, and I just saw on the TV that you guys have something against gays, and I wanted to know if that's a policy that's practiced at this restaurant here, sir.
No, I'm sorry, no, we don't have nothing like that. We always treat all our customers the same way. I mean, everybody's exactly the same for us, you know.
So you don't have a problem with gays?
I'm sorry?
So you don't have a problem with gays?
Oh, no, we never had any problem with nobody. Everybody's same for us. They're our guests. We take care of them.
Well, then, can you give me an explanation on why I didn't get my syrup, sir?
You should let me know at the same time if I was here or the manager on the duty.
Well, I tried to speak up, but I don't think anybody wanted to listen to my list. And I think it's because I'm gay.
No.
I was crushed. I left the thing crying.
Oh, you don't have to,
Well, thank goodness I was with Billy because he comforted me, but people were laughing at me as I was leaving, and I think it's because I'm gay.
No. You don't have to feel like that. I mean, we take care of everybody. I mean, all my customers are same for me. I mean, they're all good for me. I mean,
do you employ any gays, sir?
Huh?
Or do you have any gay employees?
Oh, I don't.
I'm not going to sue you or anything. I'm just curious because I need some answers. I've been crying all day.
You can stop by and talk to my GM. His name is Claude, or I can have him call. Let me go into the office. Hold on for a second, okay? Hold on, okay?
Sir?
Yeah, hold on for a second.
No, sir, I have to run and get my nails done, but I'll be down there today. Thank you.
Come. Hello? 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 Hello?
How many hellos was that?
Can you tell me how to get the Symphony of Street? How to get the Symphony of Street? How to get the Symphony of Street?
Hello, Kermit the Frog here, and welcome to Symphony Street. I'd like to tell you what today's letter is, but I am really up. Hey, Big Bird, do you know what today's letter is?
Sure, Kermit. Today's letter is joint.
Big Bird, joint is not a letter. It is a word.
Sorry, kids. Today's letter is 3.
Big Bird, 3 is a number.
Exactly. The number 3, which is how many joints I've smoked today. Kermit, are you with me?
God, I'm stoned.
Me too. Guys, show go on. Come on.
Thank you, Elmo. How about we say our ABCs, Big Bird?
Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F,
R,
G,
Q,
K,
C,
R, C.
Compelled though I may be to bust out with some fat rhymes, I won't.
People come up. Yeah. We gotta turn the bass up on this one. Check it. 1516 mines attacked and overseen. That's all of it. The rumors that
July 10th, and Captain Emmy's coming at you with a show that's going to be more talk, less rock, simply because I waited too long to release this show. I've got some information on a Nintendo 64 emulator. Thank you for correcting my pronunciation. I've got a little rant on people trying to rip guitar tabs off the internet. I've got your views on my little column over there at 3D Gaming entitled Jerry Quake. Let's see, Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher. We're going to talk about that. And I'm going to get to a review of the Balance of Power Quake mod. Without further ado, let's get it on.
You stupid dick.
Today's Stupid Dick Award is brought to you by a good listener named Talon, who was playing Quake on his Team Fortress server, which is 208.5.76.201 port 27500. Anyway, he says he came across a guy named Immortal, and he asked if he was me, and apparently he's from clan LOC. The players in question, of course, one of them is named Immortal, and the other is named Optimus. Now these guys get my Stupid Dick Award, because aside from just slamming me while they're playing Quake, they must have no idea what my show is really about. They claim that my opinions and my reviews are biased. Now, if anyone can tell me how the hell my personal opinion is biased, I'd like to know. And according to the little log that Talon gave me, it seems as if they were speaking for the opinions of their entire clan, which I surely hope isn't true, but just in case, the entire clan LOC can suck my left nut.
You stupid dick.
A few days ago, I was on an iParty server with a couple guys from the Quake 2 chat room on Undernet. We had an incredibly off-the-wall conversation, and during that period of time, I happened to introduce a new character on accident, now known as the Midget. They said that the Midget voice was funny and that they wanted to see him in a future show. So without further ado, here's the Midget with his summer movie review. Bear in mind that because midgets are poor, they can't afford to go to the theaters, so they have to rent all their movies.
Today's movie review is on Clerks, Mallrats, and Chasing Amy. These are all three hella fucking funny movies, yet they're all made by the same friggin' people. They're all written by this guy named Kevin Smith, and they say the word fuck and shit a lot. Really funny stuff, guys. You gotta rent them. Yahoo! On a more personal note, I really like the movie Mallrats. I think it's the best out of all three. So remember, the Midget recommends Mallrats. You'll laugh your fucking ass off. And by the way, please go to your local Blockbuster movie rental place and tell them to stop placing the good movies on the high racks. I can't fucking reach them. Yahoo!
I just realized two very important things after I got done recording that little midget segment. One, it wasn't funny, and I'm sorry, I just wanted to try and see what you guys thought of the voice. And two, my frickin' throat hurts, because that voice is created entirely by me hitting myself in weird ways and in odd places to get weird noises out of myself. On a completely unrelated note, yet a very happy one at that, I just received my H3D eyewear virtual reality whatever blah 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 goggles, sent in by the listener Patty Boy. I would just like everybody to know that I am officially his bitch.
Yeah, Jesus. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, alright?
Due to the fact that I don't want to delay the release of this show anymore, I'll set up and review the goggles for my next show, although I gotta tell you, just by looking at the packaging that this guy sent it in, I'm ready to blow a load right through my pants right now. I want to talk about guitar tabs and the internet really quick. As you may well know, there's lots of sites like Harmony Central or GuitarTabs.com that make the tablature available so that guitarists can go, grab it, and play whatever their favorite songs are. Now, most of these tabs are written by people out of their bedrooms, and some were actually copied out of professional books. But the bottom line is companies are now trying to shut down their distribution on the internet. Now, although I can't play the guitar worth shit, and this probably shouldn't mean a thing to me, it actually does, because I hate to see sites like these that help, a lot of people every day get shut down. So if you guys are willing to look into it or help out a little bit, you can head on over to www.guitartabs.com and follow the link to their story on guitar tabs being removed from the internet. Now, before I get to my review of Balance of Power Quake, I wanted to throw out a link to an emulator site that was sent to me by Ian Housen. He sent me word on Project Unreality, which is an N64 emulator for the PC. Now, the last time I had heard of this thing or ever checked it out, it was still in the, discussion phase. But apparently they've gotten a lot further than that. It can be reached by a link that I'll have at the bottom of my page shortly. And for those of you that can't wait for me to put up a link section, don't worry. The guy who made my button is making me a new webpage. So we'll get that up to you as soon as he's finished.
Just keep it still back there, lady, or else we're going to have to, shoot you.
Balance of Power Quake is available at planetquake.com/BOP. And let me tell you, this has to be the lamest thing I've ever seen since farmerotica.com. Although, just to clarify, farmerotica.com has some sort of potential. Oh, why the extreme hatred, some of you idiots might be asking. Well, okay, let me just clear this up. I did not buy a cable modem, nor do I not pay out the nose monthly for it, just to be penalized for playing one of my favorite online games. Oh, but did you try it? The same idiots may be asking, and yes, I play-tested it for hours, and unfortunately those were the worst hours of my life spent going down the drain. I really wish I was recording a demo of this little playtest, so you guys could have seen me hit this idiot in the head with 5 rockets in a row, only to be told he has a shield due to excessive lag. That, okay? I had a 50 ping in this server. Of course, I wasn't lagged at all. And there was another guy with 200 ping, a guy with 150, and a guy that averaged from 3 to 400 ping. This guy was able to effectively kill me with a tiny speck of his rocket blast zone, just because he's a little bit more lagged than I am. I've dealt with high pings ever since Q-Test came out, kiddies. And although sometimes you do experience lag, I still can't justify having a shield against someone else just because they have a lower ping. It gives incredibly horrible Quake players that normally just blame it on lag an advantage over people that shouldn't be taken advantage of. For those reasons, I give Balance of Power Quake a horrible review, and I'd also like to make it known that the author wants this source code to be implemented in other Quake mods, and personally, I will not be playing on any servers that use any piece of this code. I just now received a disturbing piece of email from David Shook. It is in reference to the PlayStation version of one of my favorite games, Grand Theft Auto. Now, according to Mr. Shook, Blockbuster is the reason that the PlayStation version of the game is censored. As in, instead of selling, quote, drugs, you are selling, quote, sweets. Now, it sounds to me like all they did was switch it from selling drugs to pimping hoes, and I don't think that's right either. He brings up a very good point when he mentions that Blockbuster has lots of videos for rental that are filled with blood, sex, and violence and drugs, which happen to be my favorite films. Yet if they're gonna rent those movies, why the hell did they have to ruin such a damn good game for everybody else? I urge everybody to call their local Blockbuster and give them hell, and in fact I will be doing that on my next show. Really quick, I want to plug my latest column for 3dgaming.net entitled Jerry Quake. If you haven't read it yet, I ask you to please do so and let me know what you think. So far, I've only gotten one negative piece of email, yet it was the most uneducated piece of bullshit that I've ever read, basically claiming that he hasn't liked anything that I've written. Well, if you can back that up with points on why it's not good, then I'll be happy to listen. But don't just email me with belligerent comments saying that I suck. I get that enough already. As far as music goes, I got a ton of emails asking to go and listen to KMFDM, apparently another band from across the sea, and I think these guys suck. I'm sorry, maybe it's the songs I listened to, but I downloaded like 15 different songs, and every single one of them sucked. Now, they started off sometimes with cool guitar parts and that, but right after that, it went into major suckage. I haven't prepared any WAV files to sample for you guys simply because I didn't like it to the point where I deleted the MP3s right after listening to them. So I'm sorry, but KMFDM does not reach my little Captain Emmy seal of approval, and I'm not going to recommend that you guys listen to their music. Two more brief things before I wrap this puppy up and get to playing with my new H3D headset. One would have to be politically incorrect with Bill Maher. Now, unfortunately, you're going to have to check your local listings for when it's on, but I think it's a hilarious show where they gather a couple of celebrities or rappers or whatever, and they yak about the latest headlines. Now, although the shows are playing some reruns right now, it's still funny as hell to watch, 30-year-old ladies make fun of President Clinton, as they give weird analogies for his pants. Great show, I urge you to watch it. Oh, also, really quick, Bobcat's Big Ass Show. It's on a network station called FX. It's hilarious. It's on out here at 10:30s at night. It's with Bobcat Goldthwait. You might know him from Police Academy films. All I can say is this guy's show is downright hilarious. And finally, I want to ask my listeners to do something that I've been waiting to do a long time. I would like to see listeners from around the world, because I know I have a lot of fans in like UK and Sweden and Canada, but for some odd reason the guys in the US don't really like me that much. Cough, cough. I'd like you all to assemble and take pictures of yourself at like places in your town. So I mean, because I've never seen Sweden, to be honest, and I've never even seen frickin' Canada. In fact, I haven't even seen most of the US. So if you don't mind, hold up a sign that says Pointless Audio or Immortal or anything to that, nature. Take a picture of it and send it on in, and I'll put it up on the new website as soon as it comes in. I just think it'd be neat to see what kind of freaks listen to my show. I can't go on anymore because I hear those H3D goggles calling my name in the other room, and I'm anxious to see if these puppies are as good as people review them to be. So I leave you now with yet another dedication to Bill Clinton. These things just keep pouring in, and I've got to play them. So here you go, kiddies, and thanks for listening.
My fellow Americans, tonight I think we should all say yes. Intercourse together. Let's do that. Up, down. Up, down. Our freedom and independence are actually enriched by our increasing intercourse together. An America where everybody has a chance to get ahead. Tonight I come before you to announce that the President's tool is so incomprehensibly large. You can all be proud of that. All the American people should be invited to masturbate together. Let's do that. Together. The President's tool has continued to rise 24 hours a day, harder than ever. I have a deep, deep love for intercourse in every opening. I lay women from 16 countries, and I've met a lot of them all across this country, and I've taken advantage of it. These are good times. I want a head job. Open wide.
Oh, and just for the sake of bitching about it, I was going to reverse this little rant, but I'd like everybody to be able to hear it. Bastard at planetquake.com/beatdown is disallowing me the permission to attend his LAN party, which is either this Friday or next Friday. I sent him an email about it, and I was chatting with him momentarily on IRC about my showing up, and he never gave me an answer, and when I checked the list of attendees, sure enough, my name was omitted. So a big thanks to Bastard.